Okay guys, welcome back to the channel. So I've always been using the BenQ EX3501R. I've been using it since 2018. It was released in like 2017, but BenQ sent me this since 2018 and I've been using it like every single day. It's the only monitor I use. I usually use my laptop with my setup as well, but I just put my laptop all the way over there and I'm just solely using this monitor because it's ultra wide, it's 35 inches, it's amazing for gaming, video editing. Video editing, I must stress, is the best part of this monitor. The ultra wide 35 inches is just, it's something to die for. Like once you go to ultra wide, you'll never want to go back to regular. And you might be wondering, so don't you get black bars while playing certain 1920 or 16:9 games? Of course you get black bars, but it's nothing too big because the black bars are like, it's out of the way. It's not like you have the black bars in the middle of your screen. But today I'm going to tell you guys my experience while using this monitor, and by the end of this video I hope I'll help you guys with your purchase decision on if you should buy this monitor for your needs and your setup. Let's get started. So to kick things off, this monitor is an ultra-wide curved gaming monitor which brings exclusive features such as brightness intelligence plus technology and entry-level HDR support. It's not really HDR, and a USB-C to the already enticing set of specs such as the 4K resolution and AMD FreeSync up to 100 Hz. So yes, you could play games with this thing up to 100 Hz, not 144, which is like almost the standard, but 100 Hz is still good. It's just way better than 60 frames that I'm used to getting on regular monitors. I'm still trying to figure out how I could get it to work with my laptop because I can't get 100 Hz to work with my laptop. Apparently I need a display port, so my upgrade is that I'll be selling my gaming laptop soon. It's a really good gaming laptop. NVIDIA GTX 960M, Core i7, 16 gigs of RAM, stuff like that. So it's really good. But when it comes on to getting those 100 Hz, you can't really push it. So I always cap it to 60 frames, or I play certain games on 100 frames, which is not showing me, but it's still silky smooth. There's a few categories I'm gonna break this review up into. We're gonna look at the image quality, the performance, the features, the FreeSync and HDR technology, and we're gonna look at the price. So when it comes on to the image quality, this is a VA panel. It delivers high static contrast ratio than any other like IPS or TN panel thanks to its 2500:1 contrast ratio. The monitor offers deep and distinct black tones as well as a more notably relation between the darkest and the brightest colors. Apart from that, the monitor covers 100% of the sRGB color gamut, so that means watching videos and playing games will be amazing, and it's also good for video editing as well because it covers 85% of the Adobe Art sRGB color gamut. While this display offers 178-degree viewing angles in all directions, minor shifts in contrast and brightness are expected when the screen is viewed from certain off angles. This giant 35-inch screen is perfectly complemented by the UWQHD resolution, making for a rich pixel density of 106 pixels per inch. This means that the picture will have plenty of screen real estate as well as maximum details without any scaling necessary. Now let's talk about the performance of this monitor. And when we talk about performance, we're talking about playing games. And playing games on this thing, as I said before, it's just fantastic, guys. It has support for 100 Hz, right? So the fluidity you get is just significantly different from other like monitors that is 60 Hz. It gives you also a competitive advantage. So if your PC could push up to 144 Hz, this would be the perfect monitor for you to hit between that gap, that space gap right there. It's like the sweet spot. I'm not gonna lie, I wish it was a 144 Hz monitor, but I really can't complain for me personally because my PC could only push to like 120 FPS. So even if it was pushing 140, even if the monitor was 144 Hz, I still wouldn't be experiencing that because my PC could only push up to 120 FPS on low settings because it's a laptop. It's not that strong. So if you have like a PC that could push 144 Hz, I'll definitely look for a monitor that supports 144 Hz, because that would make more sense instead of buying this laptop, which costs like $800 in Canada, for a PC that could push 144 frames. It doesn't make sense you buy a 100 Hz monitor for that PC, you know? It better you maximize your spending. Now, the input lag performance is very good with a 15 millisecond of delay. Performance is top notch, but if you really want to have that competitive edge, I'll definitely opt in for a 144 Hz instead of this 100 Hz. But let me tell you some more before you make that decision, because now we're going to talk about the features that this holds that certain monitors out there does not have. So along with the common adjustments and features such as brightness, contrast, gamma, color settings, etc., as well as the picture-in-picture and picture-by-picture modes, this monitor has a lot more tricks up its sleeve. Now, the brightness intelligent plus technology feature is like a built-in sensor that automatically adjusts the brightness and the color temperature according to the on-screen content and ambient lighting. Now, the sensor has several sensitivity levels and it's customizable in the settings. For instance, you could adjust it to gradually decrease the screen brightness as you work. In addition to the flicker-free screen and the low blue light filter, the BenQ EX3051R VA monitor effectively prevents eye fatigue and headaches if you are sensitive to screen flickering. Now, me personally, at night times, I really love this feature because normally with my other monitors, if it's bright, it's dim, it would just be the same screen brightness. But when it comes on to the nighttime, it gets warmer and the screen dims a little bit, and it just puts me in that mood. It makes me feel comfortable. Normally with my other monitors, I'd feel nauseous. So yeah, these are some little features that makes the difference in substituting that 144 Hz to settle with 100 Hz because of those relaxing features. If you jump into the on-screen display menu, there are several pre-calibrated picture presets as well as 3 customizable gamer profiles. Now, the presets include a photo, standard, 2 regular custom profiles, an M-Book profile, which is my favorite, and HDR. Lastly, the cinema mode offers a native video formats for 24p, 25p, and 30p for a judder-free movie watching experience. Now on to FreeSync and HDR. Me personally, I can't take advantage of FreeSync with this monitor because I run an NVIDIA graphics card. So if you run an AMD graphics card, you'll take advantage of FreeSync, which basically eliminates all screen tearing and stuff like that. And the HDR support is there as well. I'm not really a big fan of the HDR, but it still works. You know, when you turn on HDR, you can see the difference. You have deeper blacks, the colors look more vibrant, it's there. But because of the brightness, the max brightness it could get to, the HDR is not really true HDR, but you can still see the difference, and it's definitely showing. Now we're gonna look at the design and the connectivity options, like the ports, stuff like that. The design choice, the design of this monitor is 100% perfect in my opinion. It's so sleek, it's easy to use out the box. You just literally take up the monitor, put it on your table. You don't have to set up anything. It doesn't come with a VESA mount, but I think they sell mounts. So if you want to mount it on the wall, you could go ahead and mount it. Now the color scheme that they went with is simple as everyone does, black and silver. It's not screaming, hey, I'm a gaming monitor with red RGB lights all around it. It's a super sleek design and 100% love it. The edge-to-edge display is also fantastic. I keep looking on the monitor right now because it's just something special, y'all. The monitor is really amazing design. It's a 10 out of 10 from me. Now, connectivity-wise, it includes 2 HDMI 2.0 slots, a DisplayPort 1.4, 2 USB 3.1 ports, and a USB Type-C port, and a headphone jack. Now, the USB-C port, however, doesn't support power delivery for laptops. It can be used as the DisplayPort alternation mode or as the upstream USB port. Now, when the USB-C port is used as the alternate display mode, the USB hub is limited to the USB 2.0 bandwidth. Now, if it's used as the upstream port, the USB hub offers up to 5 gigabytes per second bandwidth. So keep that in mind. Now, let's talk about the price. As I said before, I don't really have the updated price on this, but I know it will run you about 800 Canadian dollars. and that's pretty solid for what you're getting, because if you're someone that's into video editing, photo editing, gaming, this is the all-inclusive monitor for you. 35 inches worth of immersive gameplay, immersive video editing. The workflow is amazing due to how big the screen is, and there's literally nothing I would take away or add. The only thing I would add to this is 144 Hz, but I'll leave some links down below to other monitors that you can check out that supports 144 Hz if you're really nitpicky like that. But yeah, 10 out of 10 from me. So guys, that wraps up my video for the BenQ EX3501R. Amazing 4K monitor, love it to death. And please, BenQ, send me some more monitors, please. I would appreciate it. And yeah, it's been your boy Siobhan. Love, peace, and tweaks. Signing out.